My husband and I have been making over our home for about 10 years now, and this bedroom makeover is the next step in what has been forever, it seems. We started off with a very farmhouse looking bed and a lot of thrifted furniture. One of the things that was very important to me was that everything that I did on a budget. And so because of the fact that I didn't have limitless amounts of money, this took time. I sourced all of the furniture from thrift stores, which I love because they are high quality pieces that will stand the test of time, and with a little bit of paint that really changes the look. Now, these were the inspiration photos, and although I do not have the black framed windows, I am feeling like I have really achieved this look. I cannot wait to share the final reveal with you guys because this image right here was my absolute favorite, and I feel like I really brought that to life. Although that was a very fall look, I liked this one as well because it brought in a little bit of the more summery and lighter tones, but still feels sophisticated. When I found these lamps at a thrift store back in the fall, I could not believe that they were exactly the right specifications for what I wanted from my Pinterest inspiration photos. They were bulky and bold and slightly modern. And I also brought this lamp from my downstairs living room up into the bedroom because I felt like it had a little bit of that same modern rustic charm. Now, even though everything that I did, I wanted to do on the budget, there were some new retail pieces that I needed. And so one of the places that I like to source new items is Hobby Lobby. Their prices are really good, and they have weekly sales, especially on florals. So those were a good deal as well. Now, I love this piece of furniture, and when I first purchased it, I originally intended for it to go into my spare room, but I thought the lines of it were perfect for this slightly modern and a little bit more sophisticated bedroom look that I wanted to go with. So I decided to paint it a sleek black using some Beyond Paint. This is actually a really easy product to work with, and although this video is not sponsored by Beyond Paint, I do recommend using this product. I've had this piece painted, actually all of my furniture pieces painted since the beginning of the year, and honestly, it has held up. This paint is awesome. One of my favorite things about using Beyond Paint is that there's hardly any prep aside from just a good cleaning. You do not have to sand or strip anything, which was exactly perfect for someone who is lazy like me and I'm not interested in prep work. I just want to get to the good stuff, and that's why I like Beyond Paint so much. Now, honestly, the first coat really left a lot to be desired. I was very worried about the way this was going to look, but once I got the second coat on, I was very happy. Appalachian sunrise meets my... Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm really happy that you're here today. If you're new, my name is Jen, and I have been waiting to do this bedroom makeover for a very long time. Some of you may have seen in a previous video months ago where I had these two night tables that were thrifted, and they were very well made, very good quality pieces that were very inexpensive, but they didn't match. So in that previous video, I went ahead and painted them with Beyond Paint, and that has been months ago, and I am absolutely loving the product. And then you guys also heard me say in a recent video about these lamps. These were also thrifted. You guys might remember when I shared with you my pin for the inspiration for this entire makeover, and these lamps hit the nail on the head. I couldn't believe I found two of them for $20. I was so inspired when I saw the lamps, and now that I have them here in my home and I can kind of start decorating, I think they're gonna be a perfect fit. Now, one other thing that you guys saw in a previous video is that I had purchased a new bed. Previous to this bed, I had sort of like a farmhouse style metal headboard, and I opted for this upholstered one that's a little bit more sleek, a little more streamlined, and I really like it. It's got underbed storage, so it's a great piece. I grabbed that on Amazon, and I will link that below because I love this bed. And I also grabbed a new set of sheets. I'm going for a little bit of a moody retreat here, and something that I can retreat to at the end of a long day, and it is cozy and warm and welcoming, and I don't need to change it for the seasons. Maybe just a few pops here and there of a seasonal color, maybe new bedding, but for the most part, everything is gonna be sort of grounded in a deep, warm color palette, and that's the plan for today. So we're going to be doing just a tiny bit of cleaning because I do need to vacuum and I do need to dust. But besides that, we're gonna get started with the decorating and finishing everything up so that I can start enjoying this bedroom. And I know you guys, a lot of you, have been waiting to see this. So let's get started. Now, before I get to decorating, I do want to share a few pieces of art with you and just talk a little bit about where they came from, because all three of these pieces are sourced from different locations. So I want to start with this one. This is actually my favorite piece. I thrifted this. Originally, I think it was sold at a store called Steinmart, but I paid $8.98 for this at Goodwill, and I love this. Originally, I thought that I was going to use this for Easter, but when I saw the deep, rich tones and the brass colored frame, I knew it was going to be perfect for this moody bedroom retreat that I wanted to do. So this one was from Goodwill. Now, this one I bought new retail at Home Goods. This actually I found recently. They had a few different styles of print. I think I paid $15 for this. I'm sorry, no, I paid $24.99 for this. But the neat thing about it is that ring on the top was a really nice accent that I thought was unique. It made the frame a little bit more interesting. So I thought it would be good to include into this bedroom makeover. And then this is one that you guys may have seen at Hobby Lobby. This is a huge piece. I do plan to put this one over the bed, and I love this piece. It's got all of the colors in it that I was wanting to bring in, and it is a very neutral, sort of moody landscape. I think it's great for summer, and it could even work well in the fall just because of the browns and greens and the cream colors that are in it. So these are the three main pieces of art that we're going to be hanging, and we're gonna probably start with that first.
Mount Laurel high fives for miles in spring, rainbow trout and hummingbird wing, golden, I'll follow me, golden, golden, golden things, gold hair, gold ring.
Once I had all of the art pieces in place, a good dusting was in order. There is nothing quite like giving everything a good cleaning, even if you're not doing a bedroom makeover or painting or changing furniture. Sometimes just giving your space a really good deep clean makes it feel fresh and new again and sort of reinvigorates the space. So in a previous video, I decided to share with you that I had painted this piece of furniture, and the color that I went with was Fusion Mineral Paint in the color Everett. It is so pretty. I love that beautiful deep green. It brings just a touch of moodiness to this area of the bedroom without being too dark.
Walk up the river by my son.
Once everything was dusted, I wanted to refresh this carpet, and so I'm just sprinkling a little bit of carpet refresh powder onto it. I used to have that area rug downstairs in my living room for the fall season, and I absolutely loved it. I did pick it up on Amazon, so I'll link it in the description box if it's still available. But I thought it was perfect because of the coloring, that it would bring in a really nice moody base for the neutral bed.
Golden things.
Now, because most of the pieces in today's video are thrifted, I'm not able to link everything that I'm using to decorate with, but if there's anything that you have a question about, please leave me a comment below and I'll be sure and let you know where I picked it up if that's not something that I'm including in the video.
Golden, 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 golden things. Golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things.
One of the ways that I want to lighten up this moody bedroom is by using natural elements. So the picnic basket and the sun hat help to kind of hint at summer to keep everything from getting a little bit too moody for the summer season.
Meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden.
If there was just one money-saving tip that I could give you guys to help you with your decorating and staying in budget, it would be to shop your home. A lot of you guys might remember that I had this floral arrangement downstairs in my living room for spring, and although I did love it there, I thought it was a perfect piece to go here on the corner of my dresser.
High fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and a hummingbird wing. Golden, I'll follow only golden. Golden, golden things. Gold hair, gold rings, gold leaves, gold anything, golden. I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things.
It's time to move over to the nightstands and bring a little bit of decor over to this side of the room. I want to start with some more wicker because I really do think it helps to sort of lighten the weight of this moody look. I've got a photo of my husband and I in this thrifted oval frame, and I love the vintage look of this frame. It has a really pretty filigree. And then to contrast that vintage look, I love this thrifted chessboard. It brings in a little bit of a modern element and still keeps in with the color palette.
Feet step over splinters of the moon.
Next up, we'll move to the other night table, and I want to do something sort of similar. I want to use a piece that is complementary to the chessboard that I have on the other side. So I have this marble box that I thrifted. I love the deep, rich tones of this box. I can't remember how much I paid for it, and unfortunately the tag is definitely worn off. But I love the way it brings in a little bit of a modern element to this side. And although the two night tables are similar, they're not exactly the same.
Golden, I'll follow only golden. Golden, golden things.
Next, we'll move over to the corner, and in the future, I would love to have a beautiful corner chair and reading lamp, but I don't have that, and I want to stay in budget, so for now, I'm going to use this small thrifted table that I painted in the same color as all of the rest of the black furniture, along with this beautiful vase that matches the larger one on the other side of the room. This one was a clearance find recently at Hobby Lobby, and I absolutely love the way it looks here. It brings in a little bit of that brown, warm caramel coloring and helps me to tie in with all of the florals that I have going on around the room.
Laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and a hummingbird wing. Golden.
And after a bit of fussing with the florals, there's nothing quite like a good scented candle to make your bedroom feel like a retreat. And this one from Hobby Lobby is really good. Not only does it have a beautiful, sleek looking glass canister, but the scent is so good.
Gold leaves.
This section of the room is probably my favorite area. I have a thrifted mirror hanging above my buffet that I painted in the color Everett. The paint color was from Fusion Mineral Paint, and I absolutely love this green. It is so warm and rich and pretty, and I really enjoy decorating on top of it. This frame that I picked up recently at Home Goods has a picture of my husband and I. And then this find was one of my favorite thrifted pieces. I actually wanted to buy this new in store at Target last year in the fall, and I decided to pass on it, and lo and behold, I was able to find it for just under $4 at Goodwill.
Walk up the river by my son. Feet step over splinters of the moon.
I've got 2 book boxes from Hobby Lobby that I'll be stacking on the opposite side of the dresser. This one is a larger size, and then I've got this floral pattern for the top, and I love the way they look in front of that glass vase.
I follow the golden, golden things, gold birds, gold string.
Another way to lighten up a moody look is to bring in glass, and I'm doing that with this jewelry box along with that green glass vase. I think that really helps to sort of tie in together and lighten up the feel of all of the weight of the dark coloring.
Golden, I'll follow only golden, golden things.
I love the way this section turned out, and I feel like everything is coming together perfectly. If I'm being honest, there was one part of this makeover that gave me so much stress and worry, and it was the bed. I struggled to find the right bedding. I returned so many items that I had purchased. And then once I finally did find all of the bedding that I wanted to use and the patterns that I wanted to use, trying to figure out how to make a bed in a way that looks comfortable and welcoming and fluffy and luxury, almost like a hotel bed, was really difficult. I watched so many tutorials on YouTube on how to make a bed look welcoming, and eventually I feel like I landed on a good look. There are so many different ways that you can, fold the comforter, add your quilt, add your throw blankets, that I was really overwhelmed, but I loved the way this bedding turned out.
Golden things, gold hair.
I decided to go with 2 Euro size pillows for the back just because we have a queen bed, and I felt like 3 was a little bit too much. It was a little overpowering and hid the upholstery on the headboard, which is something that I really wanted to be able to see. I will link these below because these pillows, as well as this brown pillow cover, were both from Amazon. This green comforter set I picked up at Home Goods, so I can't link that. But the quilt that I'll be showing here in a moment, as well as this little floral pattern lumbar pillow, were both from Walmart from the My Texas House line, and I absolutely love how they look. They are not necessarily meant to go together, but one of the things I wanted to try to do was mix patterns and colors, and I feel like I did that and still was able to stay within the same color scheme. So overall, I'm very happy with it.
My son, feet step over splinters of the moon.
This brown throw was from Target from the fall. If it's still available, I will include it in the shopping tab as well. It has a really pretty pattern to it. The stitching really gives it a lot of interest, and then it helps it to really kind of lay in an unfussy way. It's funny because, you want it to look like it was just thrown over the bed, but look how much time it takes to make it look like that. That always makes me laugh. I've had this bench for a while. I've never really shared it with you guys because I wasn't ever sure where it would fit. Most of my house is a cottage vibe, and so this modern looking bench didn't quite go until I decided on this style bedroom makeover. I got it in the Decor Steals box last summer, and I absolutely love the way it looks.
Golden things.
Although this makeover took quite some time to bring it all together, I could not be happier with the way it turned out.
Golden things. Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things. Mountain laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and a hummingbird